Is there in any way, shape, or form a comp? You know how we talk comps in this business, right?
Yeah.
How do you place in perspective what we are seeing from Shohei Ohtani in 2023, Bob?
There is no comp because Babe Ruth, who was on a Hall of Fame track as a pitcher in the early part of the 20th century, never really did pitch and bat simultaneously at anything like the level Ohtani has. Now, Ruth's batting exploits in the context of his time are greater than anything Ohtani is even doing now in this remarkable streak he's on, or period of time that he's on. Ruth stands alone in that respect, his statistics in the 20s and early 30s as a hitter. But he never did it simultaneously. There were a handful of pitching performances after he joined the Yankees, but the Hall of Fame pitching performances are as a Red Sox. That's really the only historical comp. Now, if you want to say that as a hitter, and since he doesn't play the field, he's not the player that Willie Mays was, or a pre-steroid Barry Bonds, or Hank Aaron, or a healthy Mickey Mantle, or whoever you want to mention, or Mike Trout, his teammate, for that matter, when Trout was at his very best. Or that as a pitcher, remarkable as he is, he's not Sandy Koufax, or he's not Pedro Martinez or Randy Johnson at their best, or historically difficult as it is to compare eras, that he's not Walter Johnson or Christy Mathewson. But nobody has ever been simultaneously both a hitter and a pitcher at anything like the level that Ohtani has achieved. Plus, he's doing it in a modern era, which makes comparisons difficult to begin with. The word unicorn has been thrown around about him for years now, and it's actually the best one. He is. People use the word unique, like they'll say it about something. It's very unique. No, unique takes no modifier. It's either unique or it isn't. Okay? So most of the time when someone says something is unique or somebody's unique, they're not. Ohtani is unique.
He definitely is, Bob. I honestly can't stress enough to this audience, as I did at the top of yesterday's program, just how not normal this activity is. He is truly unbelievable, and certainly in light of the fact that when he first started, the general sense of it was, well, he can't do this for more than just years. So just enjoy the year that he's hitting and pitching. You know, and he's gotten better, and he doesn't seem show any sign of diminishing returns at all.
No.
At all.
No. And when some team signs him, now the best guess is $600 million over 10 years or whatever, it is entirely possible, to your point or your implied point, that at the back end of that contract, maybe the second half of that contract, he will not be the Ohtani we're seeing now. But for the time being, he is clearly the most valuable player in all of baseball. When I was on your show last year and there was a Judge Ohtani argument, I said, and I think correctly, the Judge deserved to be the MVP last year because MVP is most valuable player of a given season, not who's the best overall player in baseball. If that were the case, Willie Mays would have won the MVP or shared it with Hank Aaron every single year for like 20 years in the National League. MVP is a single-year question. And last year, especially given where their respective teams were, Aaron Judge was the American League's most valuable player. But Shohei Ohtani, by a wide margin, even given the likes of Ronald Acuna Jr. and others, Shohei Ohtani, by a wide margin, is the best player, and year to year during this portion of his career, the most valuable player in all of baseball, and also the most valuable business property. Nobody moves the needle for baseball as an entertainment product and as possibly a fan base expanding individual like Ohtani does. If you could read Rob Manfred's mind, and he said there's only one current player that you can put on the lifeboat, that player is going to be Shohei Ohtani.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.